time I'm filming today. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I just got Grayson down for a nap. Fingers crossed he stays asleep, so I'm going to try to be a little bit quieter in this video because it's very hard to film a video with him awake. Probably could tell that in a few other videos that I've filmed and posted for you guys. But today I'm going to be talking to you guys about what I wish that I had packed in my hospital bag slash what I had just like overall wanted to bring. So I was going to do this in two separate videos, stuff for what I wish that I had brought and things that I wish I brought Grayson. But as I was going through the things, I realized that I didn't have a lot of like, it wouldn't have been a smart idea to do two videos because Grayson's would have been really short, probably like 5 minutes, so there was no point of doing it when I could just add it into this video. So I did write everything down because I did try to film this off the top of my head and that did not go well. It was all over the place. So I really sat down and really thought about what I thought would have been something nice that I would have wanted to bring when I was in the hospital having Grayson. So yes, that is what's going to happen in this video. So I'm going to sit there and talk to you guys about that. So I'm going to start with everything that I wish that I had brought for myself personally, and just overall things, and then I'll go more into Grayson's stuff afterwards. So the first thing that I really had wished that I thought about bringing was blankets and pillows. So when I went into the hospital, my mindset was more of, okay, they have pillows and blankets and all this other stuff, I'll be fine. Well, I wasn't comfortable with the pillows that I had when I was having Grayson, so I had asked my mom to go home because she was going home, and I asked her to pick up a few things for me while she was at home that I had forgotten, and I had asked her if she could have brought in one or two of my pillows. What does my mother bring me? A pillow this size. Now, on the camera, looks like a pretty big pillow. No, it's not. This is a travel size pillow. I wanted one of my big pillows to help me feel a little bit more comfortable, to have some more space in pillow room. Nope. I got a pillow this size from her. I mean, thank you, Mom, for at least bringing me a pillow, but I did think I specifically asked for some of my pillows. Her excuse was I wasn't going to drag them in. I'm like, I'm in labor, please. But yes, next time I do have a baby, I'm definitely going to be bringing my pillows and some sort of extra blanket. I'm not really complaining about the blankets more or less. I'm more like saying about the pillows. Obviously, it would have been nice to have another blanket there for me to like hold and stuff, but pillows is more or less the type of thing that I was more aiming towards. So I do really wish that I had more pillows because there was only so many pillows I could have in the hospital. I asked like every single nurse that came in, I was like, can I have another pillow? I think they got a little bit more peeved at me for asking over and over again. The next one is more pads. So when I went into the hospital, I definitely knew that I wanted to bring my pads. I had gotten these nice pads. They were nice and big, nice and thick, and let me tell you guys, I wish I had some of them to show you guys what ones I got because I really highly recommend getting those ones. I don't even remember what they look like. If I remember, I will try to look up a picture of them off of Walmart and add it in at the end of this clip and show you guys them. If not, I'm sorry. I did pack about 10 of them in my bag, which they did almost last me the whole time I was there. It was probably towards the end of the night that before I was going home where I did run out of them, because let's be realistic, you haven't had a period in 9 months, that's coming back in full force. So yes, I did really like using the hospital pads at first, just because the first few hours after you have your baby, that is when it's like the worst, but then things kind of started to even out a little bit, go down a little bit, and that's when I really liked using my pads. They were just better. I wasn't changing them as constantly, but it was better to use the hospital pads than my pads at first, because I knew that if I ran out of those ones, I could ask for more and they would have more or less, so I wouldn't run out of mine at the end, if you guys know my gist. Now obviously, I don't know your guys' hospital. You might have to bring all of your own stuff like diapers and wipes and everything like that, because they don't provide them. But my hospital, they do provide all of that fun stuff. They even provide the little mesh underwear that you can wear, which I love those things for the first day after, like, the first night after having Grayson. But yes, the next one that I'm going to talk about that will coincide into my pads story is more clothes and etc. So I actually asked my mom if she could go out and buy me another package of underwear, just underwear that I don't really care about, I will probably never wear again, which I will probably use down the road when I have another baby. My biggest suggestion to anybody who is going to be having a baby anytime soon is grab an extra pair of packages of underwear and double up underwear. What I mean by that is, if you think that you're just going to wear a pair of underwear, and then go get into some of your nice clothes and comfy clothes instead of wearing a hospital gown, because I honestly know for a fact I was out of them hospital clothes the second that I could be. You might be different, feel more comfortable in that. That is completely fine. I'm not going to sit here and judge you. Some people just feel more comfortable in them and not their clothes. But I definitely recommend doubling up on underwear. So if you do leak through your pad, you have that extra pair of underwear to save you from your clothes. I wore double underwear up until the time that I had gone home, just on the off chance, especially at nighttime, in case I had fallen asleep and I bled through. I was all good. Hospitals normally do have those little pads that they put underneath you just in case. Those are also nice to have just in case. But yes, I definitely doubled up on underwear as much as I possibly could, wearing double pairs of them. And hey, it worked. I also really wish that I had brought in more shorts, since it was summertime. The hallways were nice and cool and stuff. But I also do wish I brought a sweatshirt, because I don't know, I just like wearing sweatshirts sometimes, and I really wish I had one at that time. And just overall, I wish I brought some extra clothes. I kind of was like in the mindset of, oh, I'll bring like 2 pairs of daytime clothes and I'll wear them twice in a row. Like, I just had that kind of mindset, and you know, short space of packing and everything, but whatever. The next thing that I really wish I had bought with me was money. If you've been in the hospital before, you know hospital food's not that great. Not only that, I was struggling with having to share food with Aylin, because they don't give them food like they give me, which I kind of find it, I understand their concept of it, but I also kind of think that it would be nice if hospitals would start serving the mother's partner as well, food included. They're there with them for the baby. Some of them, like Aylin, had never left the hospital at all until they left. So there was times where Aylin was eating and we were still hungry, and we had no way to get any more food. And especially after the hospital kitchen closes, me and Aylin were the type of people that were up all night, so we were constantly hungry and we couldn't call in for food or anything. So definitely, next time I have a baby with anybody, I'm definitely going to be bringing money, so either me or them can run down to the vending machine and definitely go get some snacks to snack on. Because by the time that I had Grayson and everything, my mom had no more money because she was out getting food for her and Aylin that night that I was in labor, which kind of sucked because they were having Arby's and all that, and I was stuck there eating hospital food. The next thing that I very highly wish that I had brought in, and that I recommend anybody who's having a baby to do, is to bring an extension cord and a power charger. One struggle that I had very much in the hospital was I was in my hospital bed relaxing, and I wanted to be on my phone, but I couldn't because my phone was dying, and the charging port was way on the other side of the room. It was very annoying, so I really wish that I had brought an extension cord with me, or simply just a power charger that I can charge whenever my phone is fully charged, and then when my phone dies, plug in the power charger, so on and so forth. That way my phone would stay charged. I will also get into the next thing, is I'm pretty sure I did bring my laptop with me for uploading and stuff, but I didn't really use it as much as I thought I would. Now, I really do want to bring my laptop again, and the reason I added it in here is also to go with the charging mechanism. My laptop cord is a longer cord than my phone cord. I can also plug my phone into my laptop, so that is another good way to help charge your phone. But also, having your laptop there just for off time when you're bored out of your mind, nobody's visiting, baby's asleep, relaxation time, you can go on your laptop and watch YouTube, because let's face it, the hospital does not have very many good shows on there. Watching YouTube and Netflix, probably a better bet for you. And the last thing for me that I really wish that I had brought in was a handheld breast pump and some bottles. Now let me explain. I know I'm probably going to get some of these moms out there that are like, oh, but you're not supposed, you shouldn't bring them, you want to keep trying at this and this and this. I get it. I do very much understand where you're going to be coming from. I heard it from the hospital too, with his whole binky situation. They were like, oh, you shouldn't give him binkies until he's got a good latch and everything on, and I totally get it. But just on the off chance that your baby is having a very hard time latching on, Grayson had a really hard time latching on, and I felt so bad because he was getting hungrier and hungrier, and I had no way to do it. I was sitting there fighting with him fighting me back, and it was just a big mess. So next time I do have a baby, I'm definitely going to bring a handheld pump, one that you can just use your hand to squeeze. Obviously, I do recommend the automatic ones that are powered by electricity. You don't have to do it with your hands. Those are better for using as a breast pump instead of the handheld ones. But since you're in the hospital, you don't really want to bring that humongous thing and plug it in and all of that. But definitely the next time I have a baby, I will be bringing at least 2 bottles with me, my breast pump, and just on the off chance, and even if it's just to store some breast milk away because you're overproducing a lot, that's also good. But yeah, I just really wish that I had that because it would have been making my life so much easier. I kind of had a feeling I wasn't going to be able to breastfeed as well as I would have hoped. It just kind of had that really weird feeling like I'm not going to either be able to breastfeed for very long, not at all, and so on and so forth. And I was right. And I know there's people probably going to be out there like, oh, well, if you didn't have that mindset, you would have been able to do it better. But hey, when I have instincts, they usually are right. So now I'm going to get into Grayson's stuff. So the biggest thing that I had wished that I had bought and brought with me, even after I had Grayson, I was home, I so wish that I had the money to go get this, is a boppy. If you do not know what a boppy is, it is basically a pillow that looks like a C or a U, whichever you want to look at it. And you can put it around the front of you. And you can use it for so many different things besides just feedings. That can help your baby learn to sit up, and you can do tummy time on it, and just so many different things that you can use the boppy for. I wish I had it for breastfeeding, because let me tell you guys, yeah, pillows work, but that boppy would totally help 10 times more. Giving your arms a break, helping get the baby in the position for breastfeeding, it helps a lot, and I really wish that I had gotten one and used it. Maybe it would have helped him latch a little bit better, maybe not, I won't know, but definitely with my next baby that I have, definitely going to get a boppy and bring it with me. And your boppy, even if you get it early, it can help you sleep while you're pregnant. There's just a ton of things that it can help you with in the future. It's not like just a one purpose item. You can use it for so long. Like Grayson could probably even use it right now. and he's 6 months crawling around, standing up on stuff, like, he could. So definitely recommend that, and I will definitely be getting one when I have a baby next. The next thing that I wish I had brought in or had was more newborn pajamas. When I say this, I'm not even exaggerating. I had one pair of footy pajamas for Grayson when he was born that were newborn. 0 to 3 months, we're still big on him. I had that one pair of pajamas, and the rest were just normal onesies, t-shirt onesies. I really wish that I had more footy pajamas for him. He loved those things in the hospital, but I couldn't put it on him very often very much. I had it on him, oh my god, for like the first night, and then it got all dirty, so I couldn't put it on him again. So then the rest of the time we were there, it was normal outfits or just naked in a blanket. Which leads me on to the next thing, swaddles. Now, yes, hospitals do provide little blankets and stuff that they wrap your baby up in and all that fun stuff. I get that. But I really wish I had the Velcro swaddlers when Grayson was born. The reason that I really wish that I had them at first was because whenever they would come in and check him, he was usually asleep, which really sucked at their timing because I would usually have just put him down and just gotten him to sleep, and then I would have not been able to get him to sleep again, and then they would have just come back in, so on and so forth. With those Velcro swaddles, they are Velcro. It says it right there in their name. They Velcro right across. There's no moving the baby all around to try to get it out from underneath them and all that. You can literally un-Velcro them, check everything you need while he's still asleep, just Velcro back up and go. It's so simple, easier to put them in it than a normal swaddle blanket. It's just, overall, it's so much easier. I wish that Grayson still liked being in swaddles. This kid is literally a Houdini child. He figures out how to get out of them so easily, whether it's just lifting his arm up from underneath them and so on and so forth. Nope. Can't put him in them anymore. Makes me sad, but hey, now I know what to bring for my next baby. And the last thing that I very much wish that I had brought in was next size up hats. Grayson had a big head. Let me just tell you guys, a lot of hats didn't fit him for very long, or didn't fit him at all. I know newborn hats did not fit his head at all. I wish I had 0 to 3 month hats more so that they would have fitted on him. Same with clothes, just in case. I very much do recommend bringing size up clothes, because you never know if your baby is just going to go way past newborn outfits and go right into 0 to 3 month. That's very much the case a lot of the time for some moms. But just bringing both just in case is better than not having one at all. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.